Hi, my name is Rebecca Wegner, and I'm your child's math teacher. This presentation is for Math 107 and 207. I'd like to start off with telling you a little bit about myself. I have a bachelor's in math from Fairleigh Dickinson University. I have my master's in education from Fairleigh Dickinson University, and I have my special education certification from William Patterson University. I feel like I've been going to school for the past 10 years, and I've loved going to these classes and learning more and more every single class that I take. This is my 6th year teaching overall. I am in my 2nd year at Rutherford High School, and I just love being a bulldog. And on a little bit more of a personal note, I was supposed to be getting married this summer, but obviously the world had different plans. So we are rescheduled to get married this April, which I'm really excited about. And I just bought a house with my fiance, and we are working to make it our own, painting some rooms and buying some furniture. Really looking forward to bringing some creativeness to my house. Now, jumping into our classroom. What are the classroom expectations? I'm going to be talking about classroom expectations in the classroom and out of the classroom. So let's look at in the classroom first. When students are in the classroom, they are expected to come up to class on time and ready to learn. I haven't had any issues with anyone coming on time yet, except for maybe the first few days when they were trying to find their way. And they haven't had any problems since. Being ready to learn means that they have all their materials that they need, so papers and something to write with, just to have some practice problems that they're doing at their seat. The next rule is to sit in your seat and keep your socially distancing rules in effect. Just keep in your area. I ask that they wear their mask. I ask them to be respectful to everyone and everything. Everyone has their own personal space and their own belongings. We need to respect everyone's space and belongings. I also ask that they do not take out their phone or computer unless we are using them in class. They will be instructed when to take them out. It will start off where they might need their computer for the class to check in, and then we do a little lesson, so they should tuck their computer away and then take it out for a practice. And lastly, they need to disinfect their seat thoroughly at the end of class. So far, the students have been doing wonderful with this. Now, if the student is at home, they do have some expectations as well. The first thing that I ask is that they sign into Google Classroom on time. We have a schedule that we are supposed to be following, and the students are supposed to be following as well. So they should be checking in when our class starts. They are expected to complete the assigned work during our class period, and the reason for that is because if they have any trouble, I will be available to them during that period. They are not to use their cell phone while class is going on. So a lot of times we'll have a Zoom session where I am teaching, and I just ask that they also do not take their phone out while I'm teaching. They should be listening to the lesson and paying attention. And again, just because they're at home, they should still be respecting everyone as if they were in the classroom. So this means not shouting over a student who's talking and making sure that we are respectful in the chat as well. And the grading policy. There's 5 categories here that we need to talk about. The first one is homework. This is any of the work that the students are doing at home. It's 15% of their grade. So far, homework has been really well. And you will get an email from me if the student is continually missing homework so that they can make it up. Classwork is something that we'll be doing in class, and it could be an activity where during class I say, okay guys, take the 15 minutes to work on it and submit it by the end of the class. That's considered classwork. That is also 15% of the student's grade. You should be able to have your students ask questions for classwork to get the best grade possible as well. The next 2 categories are quiz and test. Quizzes are 20% of your grade. Throughout the marking period, you will have a few quizzes. These quizzes will be similar to the practice that we do in class and online, so any of the work that we're doing should be what the quiz models. And the test is 30%, and there will be at least 2 tests in a marking period. And these tests will, again, model the practice and the quizzes that we do, so the students should be very prepared for these tests. And the last category is a project, which is 20% of the grade. Projects will be given throughout the school year, and these projects will help show that your student has mastered the skills that we learned in class. Projects will be announced, and if checkpoints are needed, they will also be posted on Google Classroom, and students should ask for help if they need them. Lastly, extra help for the school year is a little bit different. The only thing I ask is that the students do not wait until the day of a quiz, test, or project to ask for help. There are a few topics that the students might struggle with, which is okay, but just ask for help before it's too late. There are 2 different ways to get extra help. If your student is coming to school for the day, they can come in the morning and meet me in room 113, and I will be able to help them answer any of their questions in person. If your student is in person or virtual, there is an extra help Zoom link in the afternoon. So on our Google Classroom page, there's a repeated Zoom link that the students can click on, and I will be available from 1:17 to 2:32 every single day. This is great for the students because they know where to find me, and if they need help, they can find me and ask any questions. It's one-on-one help just over Zoom. Thank you so much for watching my presentation. I'm really looking forward to working with you and your student this year. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out at any time.